Alright, the first thing we're going to want to do is go home and hit OK for settings. We're going to first make sure we're in thermal transfer mode and that we have gap for the media type. So it says gap, and if it doesn't, you can hit up and down to change those options. So make sure that's gap and thermal transfer. And again, you can change with up and down. So once those two are correct, we're going to go back to the home. We're going to go right to tools, okay, and then hit OK. Then let's see, go right. Now these two, just FYI, power up action, I would leave that to calibrate. Hit close. You might want to change that to feed so it doesn't always try to calibrate and waste 10 labels every time you add a new roll of labels. If you just do it to feed, it should only do 2 or 3. So after that, let's see, median ribbon cal. This should only be done if you change like intensely different types of labels, like the thickness is vastly different or a different color of ribbon or something like that. This should very rarely be done. But we're going to go ahead and hit start on that. This time you're going to want to open the main media door. Before we get to following the instructions though, what you want to do is let's okay, you see my little rail back there? Let's back it out and try to kind of move our labels out the way. So you see this red LED? What I'm going to do is try to dust that out. So get yourself a can of air. I have a little air compressor here. So yeah, make sure that's dusted out. Once the print head is open, we're going to slide our ribbon out the way. Okay, I'm just sliding it off the track and pushing it out to the side here. Now, right now it says load backing, remove ribbon. What it means by backing is it just wants the wax paper, so we're going to peel some labels off. Put this down. I'd say get about a foot's length worth of wax paper. Now I have about this much just wax paper. I'm going to slide it back over to the right, or to the left, like it's in place, but roll it back. Okay. So the wax paper should really start here, and you can actually see the red LED right beneath it. That's what we want. We want it to only see the wax paper. And so the wax paper goes to about here for me. See, that's where my labels were moved. Okay. So wax paper, right? I'm gonna go ahead and close the print head, close the main door here. Unless you're normally printing with that open, like use it as a shelf to store your labels. If you're normally printing with this door open, then leave it open. I'm gonna do it closed, okay? So at this point, it's in pause mode. It says load back and remove ribbon, so that has been done, so we're gonna hit pause to proceed to the next step. It's sensing how much light can make it through the wax paper now. Now it's saying reload all. So, easy enough. We're first gonna pull our labels through until the wax paper is done. I got our labels back again, right? And I'm gonna mount my ribbon back to its original path. Make sure you get this step right. So essentially it's in a condition where it's ready to print as far as the labels and ribbon are concerned. Everything's loaded like it should be. I want to make sure my guide is positioned right. Trying to get a little yellow knob back to keep that label from dancing around left or right. Close our print head. Close my main media door. Hit pause. It's going to feed. It's calibrating how much light is making it through the ribbon, the label, and the wax paper now. The distance between labels, and it's teaching the printer the conditions of what it's like if your labels run out or if your ribbon runs out. And so you have to follow these steps exact. Okay, so we do not have any air condition, otherwise the supplies would be blinking. It's only in pause mode, so we're gonna go hit home, back, and pause, and it's ready to print. You can test by just hitting the feed button. You notice my stopping point's a little different. It's in rewind mode, otherwise the label would feed to the tear off bar, which yours will probably be just this little bar here showing, and I have this little curved fixture. So all right, thank you.